This is Gardy with Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat. I have a guest that's zooming in. We're going to get them introduced and find out about an event that's coming up quick and why you want to know about it. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. Hello.
Awesome. So
Mhm.
someone hasn't met you before. What's your name? And then what do you have coming up in Miami?
My name is Teshya. I'm coming out of Island Jiu-Jitsu in Oahu, and I'll be competing in Miami for the main character event. It's going to be the main event where it's going to be my first time competing in a team event, which is super exciting because I get to bring along my sister, which is the best teammate to have in the world, in my opinion. Um, I looked at the other girls I have trained with, one of them from Texas, but she's a little lighter and she's amazing. So it's going to be so fun to see the different styles of jujitsu because on Oahu, it's very different. I have to say, I don't have a lot of women to compete with here. It's mostly men or my sister. And I have a couple of girls that will get together once in a while to help each other for competitions. But the style is very, very different for sure. So I'm really excited to showcase our talent.
Yes. So I'm assuming that's going to be a lot of fun. You get to travel with your sister, go and do a really cool event like main character. Have you had the opportunity to compete for main character before or see any of the events that they put on?
I've seen highlights. I've heard of main character, but I have never competed in main character before. I mostly compete in ADCC opens, and I did a couple of super fights for nogi. I
Hmm.
actually started jujitsu in gi, and I won only the blue belt world championships in 2022, and then I kind of went to nogi because I am a wrestling based grappler, so I feel more comfortable in nogi.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think
Yes.
that nogi, it's a lot of fun to watch, and sometimes if somebody doesn't is not familiar with it, it's just easier to watch. And I think that main character really puts an emphasis on the performance of the person, with the media days, and then also, hey, bring the show, and there's opportunities and stuff. I know you mentioned ADCC Opens and some super fights, but is there a lot of jujitsu events that happen in Hawaii, or do you have to go to the other states to get more action, or what is that? How does that work?
Yeah, so Fight to Win comes to Oahu, and we also have Submission Battlegrounds and Triple Crown and Naga. But they're, again, once in a great while. We don't have competitions every weekend like on the mainland,
Mm-hmm.
let alone camps.
Yeah,
So, not really.
yeah. Do you travel a lot to the other states to come to the mainland to try and get some competition in?
Yes. So I just recently started this year, January. I told myself I'm gonna just put myself out there, start competing every month. But I didn't have a sponsor at the time. Now I do. I'm sponsored by Hayabusa. Thank the Lord. They've been amazing with helping me with everything. But I've been competing every month, January, February, March, and then I got injured. I tore my neck and shoulder, and then took 4 months break. So to recover. This is going to be my first competition from a 3-win streak because I competed in ADCC 3 times before that, and I won gold in all of them. I was trying to keep the streak going, and then I got injured. So this is going to be my first competition off of injury, and I'm super excited because I feel stronger. It's kind of, I know I got set back a little, but I feel like it helped me get stronger and focus on gaining strength so I don't have like weak ligaments on the mat.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been training?
I've been training jujitsu since 2020, so during COVID, because I was just eating, we were on a lockdown, and it wasn't a good look. So I was like, how can I exercise? And I hate exercising, I hate lifting weights and running. Jujitsu was my outlet. It's so fun, and I was getting kind of good at it. I have amazing coaches who are very technical. So the chess game got kind of addictive, and I kept coming back, and I wanted to see what the competition level was on the mainland, which is very different. I learned really quick what my level was at, and I stuck to Nogi.
Mm. What are your goals whenever it comes to jujitsu? I know you're mentioning, hey, shout out to your sponsor, and now you're coming more to the mainland to compete. Where are you hoping this ends up?
I want to be the best in the world. Said this multiple times. I'm not really looking. I don't know what platform would be the best to go through. I just want to challenge the best wherever that may be. I want to see what level I'm at. That I
Yes.
just want to be the best in the world, and whatever platform has the best, I want to all of them, because I know you're sometimes you'll get, oh, just UFC, or just
Hmm.
there's like a bunch of drama that I'm still getting into, because I'm not really into the jujitsu names as I should be. I'm
Hmm.
still kind of new. I did jujitsu for a couple of years when I was 9, and then I stuck to wrestling. Like I just moved to wrestling and judo. Went to the Olympic trials in wrestling. I won Fargo 6 times. All the times I competed in there, but it was really hard on my head and my body, so I moved to jujitsu.
Yeah, I mean that's a great base to have in a
Yes.
yeah, a good wrestling pedigree coming from, which is a great base for MMA and and jiu-jitsu as well. I was going to ask what's your style, but I'm guessing you bring that aggressive wrestling style. Is that what someone can
Yes,
expect when they watch you?
yes. You can expect me to be nonstop, very aggressive, very I'm just I just want to get the job done as quickly as possible. So
Yes. And you mentioned you're coming back off of an injury. And before we started this conversation, you mentioned that you have other work,
yes.
and you're dealing with something right now. But did you get injured doing jujitsu, or is it other training or some other line of work? How did that happen?
So that injury was from jujitsu. This I got punched in the face yesterday through work, working with an actor, because I do stunts on the side as a hobby. And yeah, I get injured on the job sometimes, but this one was my first time getting punched square in the face barehanded by a man. So it was interesting.
Yeah. After feeling that, I mean, obviously you took the punch
Oh
and,
yeah.
and
Honestly, I
yeah.
was very shocked with how I handled it. Like usually because I have little brothers, I get punched, I'm punching back. But I was very professional because I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're at work. I just got punched in the face." I took it honestly like a champ.
Yeah. Does that make you feel like you have a future in transitioning to MMA?
I always get asked this question, but I don't like blood. So I always try. I help MMA fighters. I train them, but I don't compete. I like to be the hype person on the side. If I were to transition to MMA, I would need to definitely focus on my stand-up game, because I feel like everywhere else I'm pretty solid. It would just be my stand-up game.
Yeah, I know wrestling. Right now, there's wrestling, Dagestani wrestling, American wrestling, but that's dominating, the MMA scene. It's a great
Yes, it
base.
really is.
Hmm. And so, taking a punch from a man, square in the
I was
face,
like,
and I
yes,
mean,
I did
that's
like
I don't
talk
know.
in this. My eyes doesn't look the best right now, but I was like, that's not that bad. I could have kept going, like with a counter or something.
Yeah, how did you get introduced to stunt work, and what are some cool things that you've had the opportunity to work on?
So after I tried out for NCIS, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but we had
Hmm.
NCIS running in Hawaii. They needed a jujitsu practitioner. That's actually how I first started. I just remembered, and I went in and I taught these stunt people how to correctly do jujitsu for like a background scene. And then they called me in and asked if I'd be interested in being doing stunts. And I said, if it's just like jujitsu and what we just did, like I can do that. I already do that with my children. I teach them how to fall correctly all the time. For sure, I could do that. And they called me back for Chief of War auditions, and it was right after I won the World Championships. So I was kind of my pictures were going around locally, and they really needed Hawaiian stunt women. So I tried out for the audition, and it was so fun. I was a little awkward when I had to like make those, huh, huh, but now I'm like getting better. But the sound effects I need to work on, because I'm more of a silent killer.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Like, well, NCIS, that's a huge show.
Oh yes,
That's a big show. It's been running for a long time, but I feel like just being on the scenes of that, you can learn a lot, or there's all kinds of connections that you can make, or and I don't know.
yes.
Do you think that has the potential to take off, at the same pace as your jujitsu career?
Well, I just finished we just finished filming Lilo and Stitch live action. I was in a short scene for that. I also did a live action Moana, which is not coming out till 2026. I did a High Rescue Surf, which is a local film that I think they aired the first season and got canceled. So sad. And I couple other of shows locally, like music videos, commercials. So hopefully, I'm not sure. It
Yeah. I'm guessing. I mean, what did you think about the live action Lilo and Stitch movie?
was different.
Yeah.
It was different from the cartoon for sure, but I still thought they did well.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was definitely a tearjerker. I have kids, and they wanted to go, and
Yes, in my opinion, nothing can beat the cartoon.
yeah,
I don't know how I
yeah,
don't.
yeah. There's like the little differences, but also it was like very emotional. I was like, they are trying to make me
Yes.
cry. Everyone's trying to cry, right
Yeah.
now. But I thought it was good for what it was, and hopefully connects that new audience, to maybe
Yes.
go back and watch the first one.
Watch
And
the original. They're gonna see so many
yeah,
different things missing.
do
But
you
it's like reading a book and then having like
right?
a movie about it. The book's always gonna be better.
Yeah. Do you think that the film does a good job of portraying Hawaiian culture?
Um, I think there were parts of it missing, but it's hard to fit a lot of our culture in one film. So they did show part of our culture, but not all of it.
For sure. Yeah, even whenever you do come and compete, like I'm looking at main character Jitsu Miami. When you come, do you feel like you're representing for the state or for the island or stuff like that, or is that reading too much into it?
Yes, everywhere I compete, I have Hawaii on my back, and it's a little bit of pressure for me because I've been competing like this since I was 9, and it's always sorry, um, it's always I get pressured a little bit because it's a lot. I want to represent well, and I want to show my aloha, but I also want to show my who I am as an athlete and my style, which is very very different from a lot of the jiu-jitsu players today.
Yeah. Looking at the other brackets, have you had a chance to look at the other teams or seeing? I know you said even the names, like maybe you don't follow as much as you could or whatever. But is there any
No
names that
idea
stick out?
who my first match is at all. I'm not sure. I'm the type of competition. Everyone knows Helena Cravara. I was just gonna ask, do you know who Helena Cravara is? You guys know who that is. My first ADCC Open years ago, couple years ago, I had her, but I didn't look up the name.
Yeah.
I know who I have. I'm like, okay, I got Helena. Boom, first match of my first ADCC Open. I was a blue belt or purple belt, and I was like, oh wow, this is very different. I got stuck in her guard the whole time, and I ended up losing by it was 0-0, but I lost by a disadvantage because I don't like to be in my back. I'm a wrestler, so I was just staying, and I couldn't pass her guard. So it's just I don't look up my opponents. I just whoever I'm facing on the mat is going to be who I'm fighting, and I'm still going to play my game. I don't
Yeah.
care.
That's
Fighting.
actually awesome. Like you go into it and it's like, what's like after
Yeah.
facing
Who?
Helena,
Okay.
who else? Yeah, it's like, oh, Helena
Yeah.
first round. Like,
Obviously, the more I start competing, names will become familiar.
yes.
But right now, I'm just doing me.
Right. That's awesome. Have you been to Miami before? Are you excited? Because there's a lot of fun stuff in the city and everything.
I haven't been there as an adult. I've only been there when I was very young, competing in judo. And it was all business. We went to Orlando and had some fun, but I just remember there's a lot of gators and it's very hot.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, can you remind everybody one more time what's happening October 19th? How can they watch and why should they watch you? What can they expect when they see you on the mats?
My name's Teshya. I'm going to be competing in on October 19th in Miami, Florida. I'm going to be in the main event where it's 3v3, all girls team event, and I'm really hope you guys can watch me. It's going to be on Flow Grappling if you're not going to be in the area, and you're going to see me and my sister compete out of Hawaii under the team name Island Assassins. So I'm really pumped.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
um, no, just thank you guys so much for supporting, and Jesus is king. That's it.
Thank you so much for making time. I appreciate you. and I'm excited for the event in Miami.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. This is Gardy with Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat. Y'all be blessed.